Wow, it's been such a great October. I've had such a great time. I'm still in shorts and a t-shirt, and yeah, it's been so mild. I can't really believe that October's almost finished, and so it's time for a seedling progress video. Let's take a look. These seedling progress videos, I don't normally cover things that I've actually got planted in the ground, but I thought I'd just give you a quick skim round of the polytunnel so you can just see what's going on here. So lots of lovely little lettuces in these hanging baskets, all these Asian greens down here, my early broad beans growing very strongly. I need these really big canes because they're going to get big, and I've got some garlic there. I don't normally do garlic in module trays, but I can't plant it out for reasons that I can't be bothered to go into until November, so I just want to get it started. Got some really lovely Claytonia down there. It's looking fantastic, and as I said, tatsoi, red pak choi, lettuces, salad rocket, a few spare bits and pieces here. Oh, strawberries, God, they're doing great. I've just pigged out on a whole big handful of strawberries, and yeah, so got my lettuces, salad onions, Japanese onions, more salad onions, garlic in the ground here, more lettuces, celery, parsley, little baby spinaches, obviously loads and loads of spinach in the ground. There's masses of stuff out here under cover. The seedling progress video is about the seedlings. So I've got little cut-ins of my perennial kales. I've got a few of those scattered around. I've got some cauliflowers there, just sown another batch actually of cauliflowers. That'll be the last batch. Got some red cabbages here. This is a new one for me, trying to do red cabbages over winter for a harvest in sort of mid and late spring. I didn't even know it was possible, but a friend of mine, Jerry from growseed.co.uk, he recommended doing it, so kind of trust Jerry, he's a great plantsman. Got some little wild rocket there that is just not growing. It does not like that compost. The salad rocket, which is from this same tray, that is one hell of a difference. I don't know what is going on with that wild rocket, but anyway, I need to get it transplanted as quickly as possible. My first batch of red cabbages, and you can see you got some moss on the surface here. I'm actually going to transplant these soon, so that moss will be buried, and so I don't really worry about it. But if you want to do something about it, just break it up like that, and then just let the surface dry out a little bit. It's just because I just overwatered them because I was away on holiday, and yeah, that's a surefire way to get a bit of moss. I've got some spare field beans here just to fill in any gaps where I don't get germination. I've got some lamb's lettuce here, and this lamb's lettuce is going to go after the turnips for a harvest in spring. I don't normally harvest lamb's lettuce as late as spring, but this time I am, and I'm just waiting because the turnips looking really nice, and obviously we've harvested loads of them, but yeah, really good despite the white fly. And somebody asked me, what do I do about slugs? Well, obviously I've got a bit of slug damage on these, but that's one of the nice things about these white turnips. You can hardly see the slug damage. You can see the slugs though, but not anymore. And I've got my celery for spring. That's going okay. Probably needs transplanting as well. Of course I've got my celery for winter, these big pots, and it's doing really nicely. I've got two big pots like that. Some little lettuces here just for filling in gaps, because I will lose some lettuces. Looks like I'm already losing a few actually out in one of the cold frames. Not exactly sure, you know, sometimes it's just a bit too damp for them, and yeah, anyway, spares are your friend. Got my little tiny Brussels sprouts. So the idea behind these is that we grow them for a leaf harvest in spring and summer, and then, you know, later on in summer we get an amazing harvest of massive sprouts and sprout tops. And then these are just some spares, and then we've got calabrese and more cauliflowers, and I've just sown some more calabrese as well, and that is it pretty much. So I think I mentioned garlic, and I've got 2 trays like this, so I've got 80 garlics waiting to be planted out, and I think I put about 200 garlic out already, so that's about 1 garlic a day. I don't want to forget the carrots. So these are the carrots that we'll be harvesting in May, and I've got 4 of these containers. Got another 2 to do, the ones we'll be harvesting in early June, and then the ones we're harvesting in late June I'll be sowing in sort of February, March time. A few things outside, so we've got the overwintering onions here, a mix of Leela and Red Winter, some tough ball in these big planters, more tough ball in here, and then in November I'm going to put some Red Winter in here as well, because it's better, I think, if you leave it a little bit later. But because we're going to run out of onions in probably March, April time, quite a lot of early ones planted, you know, all over the place, knowing that they're likely to go to seed and not worrying about it, because I'd rather have an onion that's gone to seed than no onions at all, which is otherwise the case. Oh, I just planted some parsley out in here, which is doing really nicely and will really thrive over winter. And then finally just potted on my strawberry runners into hanging baskets, and then they'll go into the polytunnel in late January, early February for a nice early harvest. So I think that's all the seedlings I've got. So I hope you like this quick video. My name's Steve, this is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment channel, and details of all the ways that I grow seedlings and all the seedlings that I grow and all that sort of thing are down there in the description, so take a look if you want more details. See you soon.